Now, we've reported on many examples of the cruel human suffering inflicted on the inhabitants of Ukraine by Russia's invasion. But tonight, we have a remarkable insight into how the terror of Russia's war has completely overtaken the lives of its ordinary, peaceable people. Elena Gnes worked as a tour guide in Kyiv before the invasion. With her husband and 2 children and a baby on the way, war seemed a world away. Her moving video diary reveals how those gentle, everyday family priorities were turned upside down into a terrifying struggle for survival. It also shows her unbroken spirit. Yasmin Bodobai reports.
This is the Ukraine the world is seeing right now. War can destroy everything, including memories of how things used to be.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is your guide Elena from Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine.
But Elena Gnes has recorded it all. Once a tour guide, the invasion has turned her into a war diarist. For the last 12 months, she's documented her war.
Basically heard explosions and we heard the military airplanes flying.
The water is not extremely clean, but you know, the kids like it.
Hello. Hello.
Last summer in Kyiv, Elena made online videos showing people around her city. She was expecting another baby. It was a place where people had fun and made plans for the future.
Next year we will be swimming here all together. I think this lady will be swimming too.
There are no shortage of videos on social media purporting to show the remarkable military build-up along Russia's border with Ukraine. It's left many wondering if this Christmas President Putin is planning something other than peace and goodwill to all.
Kyiv, though, felt magical. And invasion was far from people's minds.
We don't think that this winter anything is going to happen. I don't think that any bombs will be falling from the sky anyway, at least soon. So if you have plans to come to Kyiv, to Ukraine, you should not cancel your trip.
But once the lights came down, Elena's video started to feel different. The soundtrack changed, and a stroll with her newborn baby became a search for safety.
We're gonna look for the bomb shelter next to my home. So this shelter for me looks fine. Lots of space, lots of fresh air, and it doesn't smell bad. Chi-chi-chi, Darina. Putin is not invading yet. It's fine. It's safe. It's safe. It's okay, darling.
She reassured her children, but she still got ready for the worst.
The things that we will need, number 1 will be diapers. This is the only weapon that we have. It can work as a lighter. Maybe I will take it into the bomb shelter. I don't really know what to do. It's really surreal. I mean, what am I doing? I'm packing my backpack for the war or something. Like, will it help?
The assault started before dawn. Across the country, Ukrainians were woken by the sound of explosions which lit up the sky.
We heard explosions and we heard the military airplanes flying. So we woke up and we are... maybe these are just provocations. There is no alarm yet, so we don't know what's really going on. But the truth is that we had several explosions. And we will now go to the shelter and wait over there for what's going to happen next. We've heard explosions in many parts of Kyiv. We stay here next to the shelter. We saw some people like this, for example, with the bags who are rushing somewhere, most probably to the subway station, which is more reliable shelter.
In the end, the family decided to stay in Kyiv. They spent about 4 months in a bomb shelter, from where they appeared live on ITV News.
How are you doing now, all 4 of you?
Hello. So we are still here, and this decision was not easy for us too.
How afraid are you? What goes through your mind?
I'm very much afraid.
I'm very much afraid. I know how big is the risk. I'm risking with everything I have.
Elena's husband Sergei would bring supplies. Every time he went away to fight, they were scared he wouldn't come back. This is a scene replicated up and down Ukraine. Elena and the children have left the shelter now, and as the war grinds on, life has settled into a new normal.
It's like when you remember you was a child and if you were afraid of a monster in the darkness. So this is what I feel when I hear this air raid, like that there is a monster in the darkness and you don't know if it's gonna attack you or not. It's just under your bed.
Elena doesn't watch these old videos, she can't bring herself to. But she says one day the war will be over and she will simply be a tour guide again. Yasmin Bottleby, ITV News.